If you're over 70 years old, what you do in the first 5 minutes after you wake up could be the difference between a normal Tuesday and a broken hip. I want you to sit with that for a second, because it's not an exaggeration, it's what emergency room doctors see every single day, and almost nobody talks about it until it's too late. Here's what usually happens. The alarm goes off, or maybe you just wake up naturally, and your bladder is telling you it's time to get up. So you swing your legs over the side of the bed, plant your feet, and stand up. You've done it 10,000 times. Except this time, the room tilts. Just for a second. Grab the nightstand. Maybe you catch yourself, maybe you don't. And if you don't, that's how it starts. That's how thousands of seniors end up on the floor every single morning across this country, and a shocking number of them never fully recover their independence after that fall. Doctors have a name for what's happening in that moment. It's called orthostatic hypotension, and it's incredibly common after 70. But here's the part that will surprise you. It's not really about your legs, and it's not really about your balance. It's about blood pressure and how slowly your body adjusts when you go from lying down to standing up. When you're lying flat all night, blood settles low and calm throughout your body. The moment you stand, your heart and blood vessels are supposed to react instantly, tightening up and pushing blood back to your brain. In a younger body, that reflex is lightning fast. But as we age, that reflex slows down. So for a few seconds, sometimes longer, your brain is running on a lower blood supply than it needs. And that's the dizzy spell. That's the darkness at the edge of your vision. That's the fall waiting to happen. Now here's something a doctor friend of mine told me that changed the way I think about mornings completely. She said, "I don't worry about my patients who are frail and move slowly. I worry about the ones who feel great, jump out of bed like they're 40, and don't think twice about it." Because confidence without caution is exactly what sends healthy, active seniors to the hospital. But let's talk about what actually protects you, because this isn't about becoming afraid of your own bed. It's about 5 simple minutes that retrain your body to transition safely. And once you see how easy this is, you'll wonder why nobody taught you this years ago. First minute starts before you even move your legs. While you're still lying down, just open and close your hands a few times, and gently flex your feet up and down like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Sounds too simple to matter, but it's not. This small movement acts like a pump, waking up circulation in your arms and legs before you ask your heart to do the harder work of standing. Think of it like warming up a car engine on a cold morning instead of flooring it straight out of the driveway. After about 30 seconds of that, slowly roll onto your side. Sit up straight from your back. Actually roll to the side first. This matters more than people realize, because sitting straight up from lying flat creates a sudden pressure change that can spike the dizzy feeling immediately. Rolling to your side and using your arm to push yourself up is gentler on your whole system, and it's the same technique physical therapists teach stroke and heart patients, because it works. Once you're sitting on the edge of the bed, this is where most people rush. Don't sit there for a full 60 seconds. I know that sounds like forever when your bladder is asking questions, but this pause is doing something important. It's giving your blood pressure time to catch up and stabilize while you're still in a safe, supported position. While you're sitting, take a few slow breaths, and gently look around the room. This isn't wasted time. This is your body's way of saying I'm ready. Now here's a small trick that almost nobody knows. Before you stand, press your feet firmly into the floor and squeeze your leg muscles like you're trying to stand on tiptoes without actually lifting. Hold that for about 10 seconds. It activates the muscles in your calves and thighs, which act like a second pump, helping push blood back up toward your heart and brain before gravity has a chance to work against us. Call this a countermeasure, and it's used in hospitals for patients recovering from surgery for exactly this reason. Only after all that, stand up slowly. And here's the key, stand up but don't walk yet. Just stand still for another 10 to 15 seconds. Let your body settle. If you feel even a little bit off, this is the moment to hold on to something sturdy, not push through it. Many falls happen because someone feels a tiny wave of dizziness and thinks, I'll just push past it and get to the bathroom. That single decision, that split second of pushing through instead of pausing, is what separates a normal morning from a trip to the emergency room. If you want to make this even safer, and I highly recommend this for anyone who lives alone, keep a sturdy chair or a stable piece of furniture within arm's reach of your bed. Not something on wheels, not something that will slide. Something solid you can lean on without a second thought. This isn't about giving in to aging. This is about being smart, the same way you'd wear a seatbelt without thinking twice about it. Now let's talk about why this 5 minutes matters so much more than people realize. Fall after 70 isn't just a bruise and an ice pack. According to health researchers, 1 out of 4 adults over 65 falls every year, and falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in that age group. But here's the part that really gets me. It's not always the fall itself that changes everything. It's what happens after. The hospital stay, the loss of confidence, the fear that creeps in and makes someone afraid to walk to their own mailbox. Independence doesn't usually disappear all at once. Sometimes it disappears because of one dizzy moment on one ordinary morning that nobody prepared for. And that's really what this comes down to. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Because the people who age the most gracefully, the ones who are still gardening, still traveling, still chasing grandkids around the yard at 80. They're not the ones who got lucky. They're the ones who quietly built small protective habits into their everyday life, without making a big deal out of it. 5 minutes in the morning is such a small price to pay for staying steady, staying independent, and staying in control of your own life. So tomorrow morning, before you rush into your day, give your body those 5 minutes. Wiggle your feet, roll to your side, sit and breathe, squeeze those muscles, stand and pause. It's such a small routine, but it could be the exact thing that keeps you upright, keeps you independent, and keeps you living life on your own terms for years to come. If this video gave you something valuable today, do me a favor and share it with someone you care about, because the people we love aren't always going to look this up on their own. And if you want more honest, practical health guidance made specifically for this stage of life, hit that subscribe button and tap the like button so more videos like this one can reach the people who truly need to hear it. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.